How do you change battery? I'm pressing I'm pressing the R key and the battery's not. I have a battery. What do you mean, scanner? You've had this bug. How do you get out of the bug? You have to restart to get out of the bug. Yay. Restart the game or just reload it, do you think? Let's just try reloading the game. It worked. Yeah, but I was going up and down and it wasn't fixing it. Because I pressed R, but it wouldn't let me do anything else. You're right, it's just a throwback from the old 32-bit days. A lot of stuff is hard-coded to go into System 32. It's bugged the multipurpose room and the scanner room. Don't put down struts, but the connector corridors will. Looks like it. Press R. There we go. Okay, it just glitched. Why does it put the model, like, in your face so you can't even see where you want to put it? Like, really? Just go away. Yeah, I don't quite get how they broke stuff that was fine in the original game. That doesn't make any sense to me either. Vertical connector. Solar panel. I need to bring some lithium. I don't have any lithium. Let's put that in. I should have brought some copper. Is that thing going to show up? That's not going to show up, is it? As a base. Right, so it's 400 meters. 400 meters it is from that thing. Or 410. I haven't got a beacon on me. I think I used it. Oh, I do have one. Tell a lie. I made a spare one. How clever. Let's actually put some struts down. Breakfast. Windows 8 is the worst. It's the only Windows in history to have 2 release versions. Windows 8 is the worst? Nah. I've used every version of Windows apart from Windows 2, I think. The original Windows. Started on 3.0. 8 is by far not the worst. Cooked. Cooked. Breakfast sorted out. Really? You telling me there was nothing in that? Or you just picked it up? What on earth? Was that the one with titanium in? That could have been the one with it. Alright, okay. We'll take that with us. Take some of that. I've never had a problem with Windows 10 Lupo. Some people complained about 10, I've always liked it. You're using DOS pre-Windows, so was I. DOS 3, 4, 5, 6. You've used Windows 95, yep. 98, me too. NT, ME, yep. XP, Vista 7, 10, I've used all those, Yurak. And I'm telling you, Windows 8 is by far not the worst. I don't agree with you.
30 seconds.
I need solar panel, don't I? Come on, get up here. Oh yeah, Windows 10 updates aren't fun.
Power restored. All primary systems online. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain. I love that. Now, can we build a locker? Miscellaneous. Good old miscellaneous. Wait, what? I could suddenly click on it? Since we reloaded the save game, I can now click on the filtered water. So it was just like a temporary glitch. Nice. Nice. Cool. Don't worry about that. Windows ME was not good. And there was like tons of versions of 95 and 98. The Millennium Bug Fiasco. Well, there were issues with the Millennium Bug, but I don't think it was as big as some people said it might be. I'm Jake, thank you for the bits. Hey! One of the best parts of the game is when you finally get to not have to use these things anymore. Because these are just rubbish. We'll leave emergency stuff in here. Oh, I can't leave any food. Bit of water and a first aid kit should do it. I'm moving all the stuff over, Salty. I haven't just remembered though, I don't have a fabricator yet. I need to make a fabricator. Why am I going to the wrong place? Spectrum load up a tape. I watched a, if you like Yorak, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but on YouTube there's the history of the ZX Spectrum video. There's also the history of the Commodore Amiga, which was really interesting. I think it was 2 or 3 parts, the Amiga. Like, each one's like an hour long. History of the Amiga is fascinating. And there's a history of the ZX Spectrum. History of the Amstrad CPC. No, it's not the 8-bit guy, does it? It was somebody else. Really good. Have a look for the history of Commodore Amiga, I think it's called. There's 2 parts. And that guy does a bunch of other ones. Titanium, copper, and quartz. It might be Nostalgia Nerd. We heard about an email saying it's coming out next week, Baz, but I didn't hear it was specifically the 4th. Can't charge the batteries yet. It said that because of that, there could be users that had recently had a resub button might get another one. No, Baz, what they said was everybody that has more than 2 months of sub will get an extra resub button. So in other words, as soon as they put this thing live, we're going to get a million sub messages coming through. All the streamers are like, why have you done this? It's a one-off thing, but even so, it's going to smash things. All that at the same time is going to be nasty. Food and drink on the way back. Yeah, SSDs are cheap as well at the moment. If you haven't got an SSD, they can really improve performance. I think we're full. Yeah. See you, Salty. Need to go and find lots of titanium now. I'm just gonna have to put some of this outside in the locker. I don't have enough space. Yeah, but Carl, not everybody has a motherboard that can take that. That's the thing. It was just SSDs are just cheap at the moment. How many SSDs do I have? Which machine? Streaming rig has... It's a good question, actually. I think the streaming rig has a 2 terabyte. Hang on.
Welcome to the Nut House.
I can't remember. The streaming rig has one for the OS, definitely, and it also has one for recording. So it has, I think, 2 1 terabyte SSDs on the streaming rig, plus a hard drive. My rig, the gaming rig, has a 1 terabyte SSD for the operating system, a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte SSD, no, 1 terabyte for recording and a 2 terabyte for all my apps, and then a 2 terabyte or a HDD for backup, I can't remember. And then the flight sim rig has a couple as well, something like that. The Iceman, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Thank you for your support, Iceman. That's how he flies, ice cold. Will I be getting a 2080 Ti? I'm not in a rush to get one. I don't think they're like something that's going to transform your system, unless you're going from like a 900 series. Is what noticeable, Spongy? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Kirby, the whole RTX thing, like, Nvidia's like, ooh, RTX. The fact is, most people are not going to get any RTX stuff right now, but give it 12 months, 24 months, 3 years, yes. More and more stuff will start using RTX. Of course it will. But right now, Nvidia's like, oh, buy it, you know? But you're like, in terms of the RTX tech, you're buying right at the start of that curve. Yeah. And I don't tend to buy at the start of a curve. It's expensive, and there's issues, and it's not very well adopted. I like to buy it sort of as the curve does this. Right, I need to find lots of titanium. I've got water and stuff. Could do with making a battery at some point. What's the best place to get titanium from, I wonder? You watch, I'll find everything but titanium now. Yeah, find titanium. Let's get back. Actually, if we scan these, we might get even more. No, scan bag. Yeah, this base we've got is definitely nice and close to lots of like minerals and stuff. Hello, propulsion cannon fragments. How are we doing today? No. I'll follow it. Full of what? Calzone?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Respect the stash. Respect the stash. Respect the beard, bro. Welcome to the house. Yeah, you see, the stupid thing about that animal that chases you, it would probably have more success if it didn't make a load of noise. Because the moment it makes a lot of noise, it makes you run. Whereas if it just silently sort of came after you... One more.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
30 seconds.
Devil Dude, 32 months. What does the purple button do? Thank you, Devil Dude. Exactly fun. Have you ever run out of oxygen, Connor? Yeah. You start to lose health.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Lagton. Right, where's the... Oh, I used to be able to build that? Scumbags. I can't believe... Oh, there you go. Thanks. How many hours I'm into the game, Hand of Despair? Pretty much the uptime on the screen though, which is about that much. Say about 4 hours. I think we were chatting for like 10-15 minutes. Capitan. Welcome aboard, Capitan. So many medkits, it's ridiculous. Been 4 hours, yep. Alright, so I'm gonna assume at some point it'll build the legs though. So how can I reinforce this thing? Because I don't have... I can't get lithium yet. I've not been anywhere that's seen lithium. An X compartment. Let's see what else we can build. Foundations give integrity. Well, it's just, it keeps reducing the hull strength. How can this be bugged? They had this working. I don't get it. You had to start with the foundation. Now I'm not sure that you can add it. What, this one? You can add it. I think you can add it before you build these things. I don't know. Let me get some lead and find out. I'm pretty certain I've added foundation, like, afterwards. In the past. Where's the lead? Where did I put the lead? Did I leave it outside? Don't like that, see? can do it. Nicely done. He's so broken. He's so broken. You put foundations first in past. What does that mean in English? I don't get that. Oh, you mean I've done it before? Yes. Wait, can you just retrospectively add that anywhere? Can you add that over here? Attached components must be deconstructed first. I'm going to experiment with this. So you can... Yeah, it looks like you can't add them to existing structures, but you can add them next to existing structures before you build them. That's what it looks like. But what's curious is when you build it, it then says +2 to the hull strength, even though it's not actually attached to the hull. So it then goes back up to 7.8, bizarrely. -1.3 for that. I need to get some more lead so you can... If you build more plates under here, each one's going to add to it. The amazing floating base.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
We got 2 rooms, that's cool. And a window, actually. Oh, I need glass. I'm sure I've got glass.
30 seconds.
Andy M, thank you for 49 months, sir. 11 months to go. It'll happen, Andy. Wall reinforcements do indeed, but the trouble with the wall reinforcement is I need lithium, and I don't have any lithium. Oh, make a nice view. -1 for a piece of glass, +1 for some lead. -1.3 when you build a new... It's just like, the maths is weird. Ooh, that's a lovely... Imagine having that in the morning, eh? Look at that. It's a cracking view, that is. The bedroom. What else can we build? So you can actually build a bed. Well, that sounds like a very, very, very uncomfortable bed to me. Imagine a bed that is built from titanium and fiber mesh. Plant shelf from titanium. Kidding me? Start organising our stuff in a minute. I remember this game. It descends into inventory management, this game. Actually, I know what we'll put in Capitan's box. We'll put some first aid kits, some water, some food. When he drinks a bottle of water, like the sound effects make it sound... The first time he drank it, it sounded like he was washing his mouth out after brushing his teeth. He was like... And the second time he was like... As if he was swallowing an apple whole. Let's get that stuff out of there. Take the battery out. We'll take out the heating gel. At some point we can probably recharge the batteries if we ever find that blueprint. No. Take the glass out. Gold can stay. Actually, take the gold out of there. Sulfur, silver. Right. They're all fabricated bits. See, I don't have enough lockers still. No. You can use the scanner room to locate all the different orders that you need. The different ore. Oh yeah, the scanner room. I remember that. You set it to find one thing and then it basically pinpoints everything. But don't you need the chip in your head? Otherwise, if you don't have the chip, you can't... When you're out and about, you can't see where it is, if I remember. So it's kind of... It's not that much use without the chip. There's always a junk drawer. Yep, that's what miscellaneous is. We're going to have to just dump a load of stuff into here. Until I can make some more boxes. Same with this. Annoyingly. Ooh, we'll put the non into the Capitan box. We don't know what the non is. I reckon it'd be something pretty cool, pretty rad. Right, need to go and find some more stuff, and we also need some more water. Because we're pretty low. Do we have the blueprint for it? That chip. We'll build a scanner room then. That will give us titanium, I think. They worked when you played it last night. You can add 3 of them. What, 3 scanner rooms? Hey. Dude, it's not like you want the rock, is it? Going down. What stage again do you get the habitat builder? Do you mean in the new one or the original one? In the new one. So basically after you send the rocket off, you'll get back effectively a habitat builder. Because the story is like, she goes, oh, you know, you might be down there for some time, so I'm going to send you a habitat builder down so that you can build a base. Yeah, the drop crate that comes after you send the rocket.
Seconds.
Oh, come on, game. Like I say, it always lags just when those things chase you. It's so annoying.
Seconds.
Ah, your hands don't get wrinkled. Look, dude, there's bigger problems than this. Like, how does he manage to swim to 160 meters and then back up again and not suffer any ill health? It does seem to lag a lot more down there when you're in that. I think it's because it's so complex.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It definitely lags more down there. Sure, I can fit this in. Scumbag. There it. I knew it. Come on, you know you want to. Unbelievable. I just answered that, Skyfall. Follow the story through, Skyfall. Send the rocket off and she'll send you the habitat builder down. Copper ore. glass, silicone, lubricant. No worries. Let's see. Give me silver. It's not really worth making a locker just for salt. Maybe just have like a metals or something. Gold. Having said that, well, Bigfoot, I knew that if I built it with the top of it being like this, some people were going to get tripped out by that. So I did it for you guys, not for me. If I put all the metals here. Come on, bro. There you go. There you go. That's the one. Right, that can go into mist. Misc. And things like that. Quartz can come out. Salt can come out. Actually, they can go into misc as well. For now, we shall put the titanium in that. And we need to go make some food and drink. Saving that. Not doing that again. Admin-tastic. Come here, little fishy. I think I might have to invest in one of those grav balls just to do the fishing for me. Having said that, actually I don't know if we're going to unlock the aquarium tank. I was going to say we can all just make our own fishing grounds. Why don't I use grab balls yet? Just because, like, the stuff that you need to make them, I was using it for other things. And the original base that you start in, it's so easy to walk out the door and just find food and drink. It just isn't worth it. Whereas, like, where I am now, straight away I'm thinking, there's not that much around in terms of water. They're just there to keep you on your toes, aren't they? Really? think we'll have to have a journey down and try and find some like lead and maybe lithium. I'm wondering if we go towards where the rocket is, because it's kind of volcanic around that bit. I'm thinking maybe we can get some lithium from there.
30 seconds.
At the moment, I only seem to be able to get water from fish. I haven't found another way. And just looking around, I can't even see any of those bladderfish. So I really would like to make an aquarium. So let's get some...
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Main Puritan, thanks for 10 months, sir. Andy M, we did that one. As far as I know, you can't get the blueprint for the aquarium thing unless you spawn it in. What, is it like a dev console or something where you can do that? It's the same for the battery charger. Not bad, Boom Sour. Thank you. Right, we need to find some of these bladderfish things. A bit low on water. I know for a fact there's some back at the original base, so I'm going to head that way. There's some. Yeah, Jericho was playing it last night. I saw that. I kind of stayed away from it because I wanted to experience it myself. Penguin! Blimey. Can't seem to find the bladderfish at all. And then I find loads. Come here, you scumbag. Yeah, you can play it in VR, but I don't know. I don't know if that would make you sick. Particularly with these frame drops. Ended up spawning in the aquarium because there was no more bloody fish around, effectively ending the playthrough. Do you know, Kirby, do you know how we did that? Do you know how you spawn stuff in like that? You can't do a playthrough on an early access game anyway, really. It's not, you can't play through something that's not finished.